So it is way past midnight, and I am sitting here staring at my screen because my mind is completely blown. And I mean blown into a million little pieces. Just when you think Port Charles is going to give us a quiet night boom, another massive bombshell drops right in our laps. I am running on fumes and stale coffee right now, but I have to get this out, because what just went down at the Corinthos mansion is going to change literally everything. I'm talking about a seismic shift in the power dynamics of this entire town. And it all starts with a late night knock on the door. Just a totally normal night for Michael Corinthos, right? Wrong. So wrong. Because Jacinda Bracken just showed up. And she looked like she had seen a ghost. Or maybe she is the ghost. I don't even know anymore. My brain is fried. But let me tell you, the look on her face was pure panic. She demanded to see Michael. Alone. In the middle of the night. You just know nothing good ever comes from a midnight visit in this town. It is always bad news. Or a secret baby. Or someone coming back from the dead. In this case, it is kind of a mix of all the classic soap tropes. And I am here for it. But I am also so tired. And let's just set the scene for a second here. The Corinthos mansion is usually this fortress, right? Guards everywhere. High security. But Jacinda somehow gets right to the front door. She is frantic. She is practically vibrating with nervous energy. Michael is probably just trying to get some sleep. He has been dealing with so much lately. Between his own complicated love life and all the mob drama with his dad. But no. Sleep is for the weak in Port Charles. Jacinda demands to see him privately. She refuses to talk in the hallway. She needs to be behind closed doors. So Michael lets her in, and he probably thinks she is going to talk about her own past, because she promised she would open up to him, but he had no idea what was actually inside that manila envelope she was clutching for dear life. Because of course there is a manila envelope. There is always a manila envelope in these situations. It is like the universal symbol for your life is about to be ruined in this town. So Jacinda sits down. She is shaking, and she pulls out these papers. Old papers. Documents that look like they have been hidden away in a dark vault for years. Decades, maybe? And Michael is just staring at her, waiting for the punchline. But there is no punchline. Jacinda looks him dead in the eye and drops the absolute biggest truth bomb we have seen in years. She tells him about Delilah. The mysterious Delilah. The one everyone has been trying to figure out. The one with the list of Chelsea and Soho art galleries in her luggage. And Jacinda says it flat out. Delilah is not just some random woman. Delilah is Sonny Corinthos' biological daughter. Just let that sink in for a minute. Delilah is Sonny's kid. Another secret Corinthos child. I swear, Sonny has more secret kids than I have pairs of socks. It is ridiculous. But it is also incredible television. And Michael? Oh man. Michael's reaction. He just completely crumbles. You can see the exact moment his brain short-circuits. He is looking at these DNA documents. The proof is right there in black and white. Jacinda didn't just come with a wild theory. She brought the receipts, the actual undeniable DNA evidence that proves Delilah shares blood with the biggest mob boss on the eastern seaboard. And Michael is just paralyzed. He is completely devastated and stunned. Because he knows exactly what this means. He knows the absolute hurricane of chaos this is going to unleash on their family. And you really have to feel for Michael in this exact second. He has spent his entire life trying to navigate the messy, bloody waters of being a Corinthos. He has fought with Sonny. He has defended Sonny. He has tried to separate himself from the mob only to get pulled right back in. And now this. Another sibling. A sister he never knew existed. And she is tied up in this massive, convoluted mystery. Michael is just sitting there staring at the paper and his breathing gets shallow. Because his mind is already racing 10 steps ahead. He is not just thinking about Delilah. He is thinking about the collateral damage. He is thinking about the baby. Oh my god, the baby! We have to talk about the baby. Because this is where the story goes from just being a shocking family secret to an absolute ticking time bomb of custody warfare. So, Delilah had a baby, a little girl, born prematurely, baby Jane Doe. She is currently sitting in the NICU at General Hospital fighting to get stronger every single day. And who has been visiting this baby? Who has been hovering over that incubator, falling madly, deeply in love with this tiny little infant, Harrison Chase in Brooklyn Quartermain? That's who. And Michael knows this. Michael knows exactly what Chase and Brooklyn are planning, because Chase and Brooklyn have been talking about it non-stop. They are getting so attached to this kid, they are basically already acting like her parents. They are filling out the paperwork. They are planning to officially apply to be the baby's foster parents the second she is healthy enough to leave the hospital. They want to bring her home to the Quartermain mansion. They want to give her a safe, loving, normal life. Or at least as normal as life can be in the Quartermain house. But still, they have pure intentions. They want to save this child. And Michael knows that Chase and Brooklyn are already emotionally invested. They are all in. But now, everything is ruined. Because if Delilah is Sonny's daughter, that means baby Jane Doe is Sonny's granddaughter. A Corinthos by blood. And if there is one thing we know about Sonny Corinthos, it is that he does not let his family go. Ever? He is obsessed with bloodlines. He is obsessed with loyalty and keeping his people close. If Sonny finds out that he has a biological granddaughter sitting in a hospital waiting to be fostered by a cop and a Quartermain, it is going to be World War III. There is no way Sonny lets that happen. He will move heaven and earth to get custody of that kid. He will hire every lawyer in the state. He just hired Rick Lansing, for crying out loud. Rick is ruthless. Sonny will use Rick to absolutely destroy Chase and Brooklyn's chances of fostering that baby. And Michael is sitting in his living room sweating bullets because he is the only one who sees the train coming down the tracks. He knows Chase. He respects Chase even with their lingering tension. He knows Brooklyn. They are good people. They would be great parents to this little girl. They would keep her away from the mob violence. Away from the shootouts and the car bombs and the constant threat of death that hangs over the Corinthos family. But Michael also knows his father. He knows that Sonny will view Chase as the enemy. Chase is a police officer, a Boy Scout. Sonny hates cops taking his family. The dynamic is so toxic, and Michael is trapped right in the middle of it. So what does Michael do? Does he tell Sonny? If he tells Sonny, he is basically signing the death warrant on Chase and Brooklyn's dreams of a family. He is handing this innocent baby over to a life of mob guards and bulletproof SUVs. But if he doesn't tell Sonny, if he hides this DNA test, the betrayal. When Sonny inevitably finds out, because secrets never stay buried in Port Charles, Sonny will never forgive Michael. It will be the ultimate betrayal. Hiding a grandchild from him. It would destroy their relationship forever. And Michael is just staring at Jacinda, realizing that she just handed him a grenade with the pin already pulled. And we have to circle back to Jacinda for a second. Because who the hell is she really? How did she get these documents? These DNA tests have been hidden for years, decades. Who was hiding them? Was it Delilah's mother? Was it some rival mob faction? Jacinda comes in here acting all vulnerable, saying she wants to deepen her connection with Michael by sharing her past. But this isn't just her past. This is high-level espionage. This is stealing closely guarded secrets. Jacinda must have some serious connections or some serious guts to walk into a mob boss's house and hand over this kind of explosive material. I am typing this so fast my fingers hurt, but I can't stop thinking about Jacinda's endgame here. Why now? Why tell Michael instead of going straight to Sonny? Maybe Jacinda knows that Sonny would react violently. Maybe she thinks Michael is the reasonable one, the one who can handle the truth without pulling out a gun. But she severely underestimated how much this would wreck Michael. Because Michael is a father himself. He knows what it means to protect a child. And he is looking at the situation with baby Jane Doe and realizing that there is no good outcome here. Someone is going to get their heart ripped out. Either Chase and Brooklyn are going to be devastated when the baby is taken away from them, or Sonny is going to be devastated when he finds out he was denied his own flesh and blood. And let's not forget the Ava Jerome angle in all of this. Because Delilah had that list of Chelsea and Soho art galleries, Ava runs an art gallery. Ava is deeply connected to the art world. If Ava knows Delilah's true identity, or if Ava had a hand in hiding Delilah all these years, oh man. The fallout between Sonny and Ava would be nuclear. Sonny already has a volatile relationship with Ava over Avery. If he finds out Ava knew about another daughter, he might actually kill her. And Michael knows this too. He knows that the web of lies surrounding Delilah is vast and dangerous. So here we are. It is the middle of the night. The Corinthos mansion is silent except for the sound of Michael's world collapsing. Jacinda is sitting there probably holding her breath waiting for him to say something. Anything. But Michael is speechless. The documents are sitting on the coffee table like a cursed artifact. And I am just a tired journalist chugging my cold coffee trying to process how the writers are going to untangle this massive mess. Because this isn't just a storyline. This is a foundational earthquake for the show. Every single character is going to be impacted by this. Chase is going to be heartbroken. Brooklyn is going to go to war. Sonny is going to lose his mind. Carly is going to insert herself into the drama because she always does. And Michael is going to have to make the hardest choice of his life. Do you protect the innocent baby by lying to your mob boss father, or do you honor your bloodline and throw a vulnerable infant into the Corinthos chaos? It is brilliant. It is clunky and messy and absolutely beautiful soap opera drama. I can't even sleep now. I am just going to sit here and hit refresh on my sources until I find out what Michael does next. Because the clock is ticking. Baby Jane Doe is getting stronger in the NICU. Chase and Brooklyn are filling out the foster forms. And Sonny Corinthos is completely oblivious to the fact that his legacy just got a whole lot more complicated. This is the kind of raw, unfiltered drama that keeps us glued to the screen. You can't script this kind of human emotion. Well, obviously they do script it, but you know what I mean. It feels real. It feels heavy. The weight of those DNA papers is crushing Michael right now. And Jacinda is just the messenger who delivered the apocalypse. I need a nap, but I know I won't get one. Because Port Charles never sleeps. And neither do I when the Corinthos family tree gets shaken this hard. Just wait until the sun comes up. The explosion is going to be deafening.